sitting, waiting for my shuttle outside of Outdoor 76 in Franklin. I thought there would be a lot more open today, but it's Sunday, so I was going to check out the town before I get on trail for a very short section just to look around the area before I go home. I only have 2 more days before I have to be back, and in 2 days it's going to be wind gusts of 45 miles per hour on trail. So today is gorgeous. Tomorrow will be high winds, but only high, in the 30s at the most. So yeah, gonna enjoy this last bonus round before I go home. Okay, I'm starting the short but very steep climb to Albert Mountain, and I brought myself I packed out a sub to eat at the top as my reward. So kind of keep thinking about eating at the top and how great it will be to get to the tower. Let's go. It's like North Carolina has never heard of a switchback. This is just straight up. Whoa. This is the top of the tower on top of Albert Mountain.
Oh, that would be so stupid.
Unreal. This is my view. Not bad. It's a beautiful morning. Had breakfast in my tent again. Got up and got my food bag out of the tree. They didn't have any bear boxes at the shelter, so had to do a hang. And yeah, sat down and didn't have really a sunrise view from the tent, but it's still beautiful watching the colors come up behind the mountain, kind of turning from yellow to pink and orange. And it's supposed to get really, really windy at the end of the day today, and gusts of up to 45 tomorrow. So I'm glad this is just a simple section, and I'll be getting off. A lot of the hikers are going to be taking a 0 in Franklin. So we're all heading for the Franklin Town Shuttle that picks up at Rock Gap and Winding Stair Gap. Thought this was a good place for second breakfast. This would be a great campsite. Awesome view to wake up to. So I don't know if you can hear the noises that these trees make. But it sounds like creaky old rocking chairs. And as the wind picks up, there were a ton of them last night that were making that noise right over my tent. I got out and checked just to make sure I hadn't missed any widowmakers, you know, those branches that are kind of hanging and might fall on your tent, but there weren't any. It was just these really tall trees swaying in the wind. Pretty steep down there. I don't know if you can tell how steep of a drop that is off the side of the trail. A lot of just up and down this section. Nothing really terrible as far as the grade, but just up, down, and it's definitely wind is picking up a whole lot, so I just feel like a tiny grade. It's lucky to be a section where they can sort of pick and choose when they start getting their hikes. So I'm not out here in the worst of the weather if I don't want to be in most cases. So I am about 2 miles from Winding Stair Gap in Franklin. This section is what they call cruisy. Like it is just feeling really easy. Really on this hike, I'm just so grateful to my lungs, my legs, my feet. They've all done me right. I really feel like it's just my knees that I probably, that have, hurt on this. Needed the ibuprofen, vitamin I to get through, and we'll see how that, for my next hike, I might need to just kind of get that checked out, because I'm not sure a brace would do if I would go more than 100 miles. And on this trip, I think, this section overall was only 12, but in the last 2 weeks, I've hit 100 miles. So I think that's why my knees are telling me to slow down.